Church family, it's so great to have this announcement today. For the past several weeks, we have been worshiping outside the walls on our campus, and it has been a true blessing to me. I hope it's been a blessing to you. However, beginning on July the 12th, we are going to start our re-entry phase of worship inside our facilities. And so beginning on July the 12th, we're going to have 2 service times, one at 9 a.m., the other one at 11 a.m. Again, beginning on July the 12th, we're going to start having our services inside on campus beginning at 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. We want to give you some important information concerning those on-campus worship opportunities. At both time frames, 9 a.m. and 11 a.m., we're going to have 3 main areas of worship available to you based on your needs and the circumstances that you have. The first would be in our main sanctuary. That is for our general worship attendees. Our second main area is going to be in the gym building. That'll also include our general worship attendees, as well as we want to provide some areas for you and your family that are extra family friendly. Please know that we want our entire families to be together regardless of where you decide to worship. But for those who would like that extra comfort and assurance of being in an environment where you're not distracting other people, we do have some specific areas designed for you for extra family-friendly environments. Again, that's in the gym building. And then in our kids building, which is the building behind our main building, we're going to utilize that building only for our high-risk community. And so if you fall in that demographic of high risk, that's where you'll be. So it's important that as we come on campus, 1, you know where it's best for you to worship. And 2, you also know how to get to those locations, because the point of what we're trying to do is to try to keep it as safe as we can. And so if you come into the main building to worship, that's the only building that you'll be allowed to enter and exit. If you come into the gym building, the same would be true there. And then if you come into our kids building, the same will be true there. So if you're going to come to our worship area in the main sanctuary, you're going to park in our front parking lot. We'll have an incredible hospitality team and parking team waiting for you. Also, if you're going to be in the gym building, you'll park in the front parking lot as well. There'll only be 2 entrances going into either the main building or the gym building. And so there'll only be one way for you to get into those 2 buildings. If you're going to be part of our high-risk community attender, the only way that you can enter into that area is in the back of the church campus where our kids building is. There's an entrance that'll be dedicated strictly for you. Again, we'll have a great hospitality team and parking team ready to welcome you. Again, it's important for all of us to take the much needed responsibility that each of us have in order to ensure that we have the best worship experience and opportunity that we can have, as well as keeping those around us safe. With that said, as you know, beginning on July the 1st, which is tomorrow on Wednesday, the city of Charleston has placed a mask mandate for those of us to wear. That'll also be for July the 5th when we have our worship outside the walls. But when we think about July the 12th, again, it's your personal responsibility to bring the mask that you choose to wear. There are some places where you don't have to wear a mask, but please read up on that so you'll know exactly who fits in that category. But for the majority of our attenders, we will be wearing masks. It may not be what we want to do, but our goal is that simple act will be a gesture of we value people's health and we want to do everything we can to keep people safe. Also, another thing that's going to be added to our worship experiences on campus is we are going to require RSVP for those worship services. And it's a very simple process, and I want to run through that with you just real quickly. You'll go to our church website, and on our church website, you'll notice on our main page where you can click right here where it says Worship RSVP. Once you click on that particular link, it'll drive you to another page. You'll see the page here. You'll go to Register. Here you'll have all the locations and times that you can register. So make sure you do that along with the quantity. Here we have our brother, Chris Davis. He's registering Traffic Zombie at yahoo.com, and he's going to register here. Once he clicks register, he'll get a link, he'll get an email sent to him saying that he has completed his registration. We also get that as well. The reason why that is important is we have certain numbers that we're going to allow for capacity in those 3 main areas that we just mentioned. It's important that you RSVP every single Sunday. And so Going into July the 12th, you can begin registering on Wednesday, July the 1st, and that registration will continue on until the Friday before the service. After July the 12th worship service, you can begin RSVPing for the next week's worship service on that Monday, all the way through Friday at noon. And so that's important for us in order to keep head count. It's important for us to understand how many people we anticipate coming. We've also changed the numbers just a little bit because we really want our community to be involved in our worship services. And so we've left some space for them as well. We don't want to turn anybody away. If for any reason whatsoever doing the online registration is going to be something that you may not feel comfortable with, that's okay. All you have to do is call the church office. We'll get you registered. We'll make sure to take care of you in that capacity. But as Jerry Maguire said in that great movie, help me help you. So help us help you. So please take your responsibility. Very, very important. Please, especially for that first particular Sunday on July the 12th, allocate some extra time to get here to make sure we put you exactly where you want to be and that you're ready to go and you're ready to worship the Lord. Again, if you come on campus, these are the areas that we have for you. These are the guidelines that we have. But we still will continue our live stream. And so you'll be able to participate in those and also on demand after our services are over. Here's the reality. We can take all the measures that we possibly can to keep you safe and your family safe. But there is a good chance, to be honest with you, that somebody is going to test positive for the coronavirus that has been on campus for a worship service. But we want you guys to know that we are going to do everything we can to communicate to you the location of where that individual or individuals were and the time that they worshiped on campus. And so we're going to do everything we can, not only to communicate with you those potential things. We're also going to do in between services. We're going to make sure everything is clean and everything is ready for the next service. So again, we're going to do everything we can to provide the safest environment that we possibly can. However, please know that we can't stop it. And so we ask that you do what's right for you and for your family. Again, you can worship on campus with us beginning July the 12th at 9 a.m. or 11 a.m., or you can continue to worship with us via live stream or on demand in the comfort of your home. Whatever we can do to help better serve you, please let us know. We are super excited about being able to come back on campus. Again, we are going to do everything we can to make this worship experience as great as we possibly can for you and your family. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact us either via email or through social media or by calling the front office. I hope you have an incredible day. Look forward to seeing you soon. Love you.